Good Tuesday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. A suspect in an August 2022 drive-by shooting was sentenced yesterday to more than 9 years in prison. The Chelan County Regional Justice Center will hold a memorial service to honor the life and work of their narcotics detecting K9 Kate. Expect showers to develop overnight and tomorrow with cooler than normal temperatures. A motorcyclist was killed Saturday afternoon after apparently losing control and crashing into a motorhome on the Chumstick Highway. According to the Chelan County Sheriff's Office, 30-year-old Alexandra L. Becerra of Langley lost control on a corner near the intersection of Chumstick Highway and Freund Canyon just after 2 p.m. She crossed into the oncoming lane and struck that motorhome. Becerra was pronounced dead at the scene. Deputies say the investigation into that accident is ongoing. The Chelan County Jail is reluctant to hold a murder suspect accused of attacking one of its guards. Benito Eduardo Licea is expected to enter a plea in Superior Court for the fatal shooting last year of David Lameli Vasquez on South Methouse Street. But Licea has been held in state prison since May when he and another inmate allegedly stabbed and injured a corrections deputy inside the jail. Licea's attorney has asked a county judge to order him brought back to Chelan County for future hearings. Jail Administrator Chris Sharp entered a formal objection this week saying, quote, "Our facility and staffing levels are not designed to deal with this type of individual for longer periods of time," unquote. In addition to the murder case, Licea still faces charges of attempted murder and prison riot for the attacks on his jailer. A suspect in an August 2022 drive-by shooting was sentenced yesterday to more than 9 years in prison. 19-year-old Octavio Medina Cuevas pleaded guilty to first-degree assault in the shooting that left a victim with a non-fatal wound in the 1600 block of South Mission Street. Judge Travis Brandt sentenced Medina to 111 months in prison. Back in February, Medina's co-defendant in the case, 17-year-old Angel Lara Cedano, received an identical sentence for his part in the shooting, as well as a charge of witness tampering for threatening a person who was likely to testify. Volunteers with Chelan County Mountain Rescue helped out over the weekend when a day hiker suffered an injury in the Enchantments. The hiking party was traveling through the wilderness area near Lake Vivian and called for help about 9 p.m. on Saturday. 2 rescue team members were able to reach them about 2 a.m. Sunday, bringing additional sleeping bags and food to keep the hikers fed and protected overnight. Once daylight came, the team helped the injured hiker to a landing zone where the Chelan County Sheriff's helicopter took them to safety. When we come back, the Chelan PUD Board of Commissioners expressed support for a one-time $4 to $6 million boost for funding 2024 community projects. Wenatchee Valley College is bringing back their food truck festival for a second year. That happens next week. And on Sunday at the Stoke Space Test Site in Moses Lake, the Hopper, a reusable second stage rocket, completed a successful 30-foot vertical takeoff and landing within 15 seconds. We'll bring you that. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
At Confluence Health, our mission is clear: to provide exceptional care for our community. We believe in healthcare that's personal and local because we're just like you, members of this great community.
We are Confluence.
Local care by and for our community.
Local care by and for our community.
Local care by and for our community.
We are Confluence.
D.A. Davidson in Wenatchee provides financial services for independent-minded clients working to secure their futures. Whether it's helping construct your personal financial, retirement, or estate plan, they start with a disciplined approach and straightforward advice. An individualized approach is rooted in the values, stability, and strength their company was founded on in 1935. With offices coast to coast and personal attention you deserve right here in the Wenatchee Valley, learn more about D.A. Davidson.
Abby's has been around the Pacific Northwest for generations. Yep, our parking lot used to have phone booths, and this amazing hair was considered to be in style. You know what hasn't changed in the past 59 years? Our recipes, hand-rolled dough, and toppings to the edge. That's what makes us legendary. It's back, baby. You asked for it and Abby's listened.
Bacon.
Bacon.
Cheddar.
Yep. This amazing pizza is on sale for a very limited time. Hurry in or order at abbys.com. Your taste buds and family will thank you.
In their meeting yesterday, the last meeting to be held at the 5th Street campus, the Chelan County PUD Board of Commissioners expressed support for a one-time boost to its funding for 2024 community projects from $6 million to $10 million. The $4 million difference would allow for unexpected costs in redeveloping the 5th Street complex. 4 other community projects are already set, including designing and expanding local broadband network access, exploring how to increase electrical capacity for Stehekin, and connecting Manson Bay Park and Old Swim Hole with an elevated boardwalk. The board will vote in October on the final resolution. The Chelan County Regional Justice Center will hold a memorial service to honor the life and work of their narcotics detecting canine Kate. 7-year-old Kate passed away unexpectedly last month after suffering a series of health complications. Kate and handler Deputy Jacob Lewis began working together at the jail in November of 2020, making regular appearances at local events, schools, and together amassing close to 70,000 followers on TikTok. The public memorial service will be held on Saturday, October 7th, and will include an honor guard, speakers, and canine handlers from outside of the area. The service will begin at 11 a.m. at the Wenatchee First Assembly Church at 1520 McKittrick Street. Wenatchee Valley College is bringing back their Food Truck Festival for a second year next week. Wenatchee Valley College said this year's festival will be larger than last year's, with more food trucks, a larger beer and wine garden, and a kids zone. There is no admission or parking fee, but seating is limited, so it's a good idea to bring lawn chairs or picnic blankets. The festival will take place around the campus fountain on Friday, September 29th, and will begin at 3 p.m. and end at 8 p.m. All proceeds will support students via the Wenatchee Valley College Foundation. On Sunday at the Stoke Space Test Site in Moses Lake, the Hopper, a reusable second-stage rocket, completed a successful 30-foot vertical takeoff and landing within 15 seconds. Stoke Space, an aerospace firm based in Kent, received $65 million in seed money towards developing a fully reusable rocket. The Hopper design features 30 small thrusters within the rocket's durable metallic heat shield. This successful Moses Lake test makes Stoke Space the fastest company to ever go from seed money to showcasing an orbital-class vertical takeoff and landing of a rocket. The company says it can now move forward to continue perfecting the rocket's design. Coming up next in tonight's feature story, NCWLIFE's Jefferson Robbins continues his conversation with new Wenatchee Valley College president Famous Harrison. Unseasonably cool weather is upon us with showers overnight and tomorrow. I'll have all the details in your complete North Central Washington weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
Castle Rock International is the Northwest premier real estate agency for large acreage properties, farms and ranch land, lodging and resorts, and other distinctive commercial real estate. Professional, knowledgeable, and discreet, Castle Rock International has the listings and the buyers you have been looking for. Contact John McNamara at Castle Rock International today, or visit their website for more information on this award-winning company.
Dear
Dear Merry Maids, please clean the kitchen, and the cabinets, and the floors, and the chairs. And I wish you could clean the dog. Colin is now feeding himself. Thanks, Megan.
Hi, Megan. No worries. We got it all cleaned up. Let's hope Colin gets past the spaghetti flinging stage soon. Till then, we've got you covered. See you next time. Merry Maids.
In tonight's features story, on Monday, students officially returned to Wenatchee Valley College. At the main campus, they'll be greeted by several modern new buildings as well as the new college president. Dr. Famous Harrison took over leadership of Wenatchee Valley College in January. He told NCWLIFE's Jefferson Robbins that as the COVID pandemic recedes, he wants more students to pursue their academic careers on campus and in person.
Our objective is how do we prepare students to be successful? I've made some strategic restructuring of the college and even positions, really to look at the village, how we're all interconnected. So when we're thinking about preparing students for future jobs, future careers, future aspirations, technology has a place, online learning has a place, but it's at the end of the day, it's about relationships. You're not going to have the same experience online as you are having this opportunity, like you and I, to have to be able to engage. So when I think about creating the higher institution of choice for our region and beyond, I have to take in consideration having the best. We have amazing, talented faculty, right? So when you talk about the curricular experience, when you talk about the co-curricular experience, the extracurricular experience, experimental learning, when you think about interdisciplinary teaching, that involves engagement. When you think about the active learning classroom, the classroom, from my lens and my research as a former faculty also, is the learning environment is wherever we are, right? So I definitely want to make sure that we are preparing our students to be competitive locally, nationally, and globally.
You see the interrelationships people can forge by being on campus in person as being pretty crucial.
Absolutely, but I would also go a step further. When I talk about the village, when I talk about my philosophy of learning, my philosophy of learning is not even in the brick and mortar. My philosophy of learning is also involves engagement. So classroom, community, fields, wherever it is, where we can really engage students, where we can work with industries, and when we can provide students the education, the research, the practical skills for them to be successful. So to me, yes, part of the equation is being on campus. A large part of the equation is being in the community, being accessible, ensuring that we're being responsive to the needs of our region and beyond. That's going to be critical. That's the role of state institutions, public colleges, is we need to be responsive to our constituents and stakeholders. And our students, more often than not, are a byproduct of the communities that we serve as well.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope your Tuesday was a good one. It was a little cooler out there. Boy, much cooler than we've seen over the past 2 or 3 weeks or so, but all in all, a beautiful late summer day here in the Wenatchee Valley. Beautiful shot of the Columbia River with the reflection of the sun off the river. And of course, there's Turtle Rock right there. This is our Rondo Rock Sky-Fi Tower camera. And we do expect breezy conditions to continue. We did see some windy conditions yesterday. A little bit breezy out there today, and especially tomorrow, Okanagan Valley and Waterville Plateau. And remember, with wind, we are very, very dry. It always heightens that fire danger. And once again, we could see some patchy blowing dust. And that once again is for tomorrow. We're hoping for rain. It's in our forecast, and we'll get to that in a second. 71 though, all our high temperature got to today, and that's 5 degrees below where we should be for this time of year. 76 is our normal high. 90, our record, and that was set in 1994. Right on the money as far as low temperatures go, 52 overnight. 37 is our record cold, down into the 30s now for records. That was set in 1983. We're still about an inch, 1.34 inches below for precipitation that we should be for this time of year, and that goes back to January 1st. Sunrise this morning, 6:43, and sets tonight at 7:05. All right, let's take a look at your Wednesday temperatures. Talk about cool. It's going to cool down even a little bit more. We are seeing a predominant northerly flow coming right through our viewing area. That's going to take us down into the 60s tomorrow. 66 for Moses Lake, Ephrata, and Quincy. That's what we should see tomorrow in Wenatchee as well. 66, Eniat 66, Omak the warm spot at 69. The cool spot, Lake Wenatchee tomorrow. High temperature of only 63 degrees. We'll show you why here in a second. Tonight, we do have a 40% chance of rain developing. There is a storm system that's currently moving across Canada, and here's the cold front associated with that storm system. A strong northwesterly flow moving through, and as we get into our overnight hours, here we go with that 40% chance for rain. Low temperatures somewhere in the low to mid 50s for Wednesday. Off and on showers throughout the day. Cloudy skies, and you can see that all over Washington. We're not talking heavy rain showers, but enough to make it wet out there. Cooler on Wednesday. We talked about that. High temperatures tomorrow, generally in the mid 60s. For Thursday, things begin to moderate somewhat. We once again get a ridge up and over the Pacific Northwest. That will allow us to warm up. We're going to see highs on Thursday back into those low 70s. And then for Friday, the nicest day of our entire forecast. Mostly sunny and warmer. We will see highs on Friday, beautiful, into those mid 70s. A beautiful way to end summer, and that will be our last day of summer, because here's our first day of fall on Saturday, and we're going to turn mostly cloudy. An area of low pressure is going to bring a lot of clouds our way. Might even see a late night shower. You can see as it moves in on Saturday. This is in the evening hours. High temperatures on Saturday in those low 70s, and look at the size of this thing as we get into the end of the weekend on Sunday. That's going to kick a lot of clouds our direction. We'll call it seasonally cool on Sunday. High temperatures right around that 70-degree mark. And boy, even the desert Southwest cooling off. And then as this thing continues its southerly trek, it's actually going to provide some warmer air up into the Pacific Northwest. We could see some isolated showers on Monday. High temperatures again, not too bad for early fall on Monday, into those lower 70s. All right, 7-day forecast now, 50 cool degrees overnight tonight. Good chance for rain tomorrow. We'll probably hear a little bit of that overnight tonight. 66 our high, 71 Thursday. Friday, let's just circle it. Look how beautiful it's going to be to end our work week. Football Friday, it should be great. And then our weather changes once again. Mostly cloudy, late night showers for Saturday and 72. Mostly cloudy and cool on Sunday with a high of 70. And then mostly cloudy with back to some isolated showers on Monday. High at the end of our forecast again at 72 degrees. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Dan Kuntz and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Caught in a conflict? Family? Workplace? Neighbor? Business? Housing disputes? Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center provides mediation services, a cost-effective and efficient way to provide a written resolution to disputes and issues. Plus, we offer mediation training and community education on conflict resolution and communication skills. Contact us to learn more.
I have no idea what I'm doing. That's why we need you. We need people to run cameras so I can get back down on the broadcast and talk about what's going on. We pay $75 per event. If it's sports, if it's a parade, if it's Apple Blossom, if it's a Super Oval, $75. If that sounds like some extra good money for you, we'd love you to be part of our team. All you have to do is email me, sports@ncwlife.com. sports@ncwlife.com. In the meantime, I gotta go figure out this camera.
Seattle Mariners got back on the winning track rather easily last night in Oakland. They knock off the A's. The final was 5-0. Jose Cabrera had a 2-run home run. Eugenio Suarez, he was 2 for 3. Brian Wu gave up just 3 hits in shutout baseball.
This is into right field for a base hit. Haggerty's coming around third. He's headed home. Haggerty scores, and the Mariners are on the board. A 2-out RBI base hit off the bat of J.P. Crawford. It's 1-0 Mariners. He hammers this out to left field. Take off and gone. Jose Caballero, where did that come from? You want to talk about a blast. It's a 2-run shot and a 3-0 Mariners lead.
Exit velo of 108. That's hitting every bit of it. 437 feet.
It has been a minute since Caballero has left the yard. Everybody's first pitch swing. It's worked out a couple of times.
Yeah, the bottom of the order is being aggressive, and it's paid off with a couple of runs.
Fair ball into left field. Caballero comes around to score. Luis Torrens chugs into second base. And the Mariners tack on a run with 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Luis Torrens makes it 4-0. Here's the payoff. Well, this is throttled out to left field, touching down for a base hit. Crawford steams home. Meanwhile, Teoscar is held at third. The Mariners tack on a run in the 9th inning with 2 outs. And Eugenio Suarez hit that on the button, and it's 5-0 Mariners. And out away from what would be their franchise record 16th shutout of the season.
Ground ball is short. This will do it. JP scoops it up. Smooth's throw to first is in time, and the ball game is over. The Mariners shut out the A's by a score of 5-0, and the Mariners move into a 2-way tie with the Texas Rangers, just a game and a half out of first place, behind the Houston Astros in the American League West.
Those two teams will meet again tonight. 6:40 first pitch on Root Sports Northwest. If you're living in Oakland, by the way, good seats are still available. It was all good news. Mariners won, Rangers lose, Astros lose. We like it when that happens. Yeah, the Rangers lost to Boston 4-2. The Orioles edging the Astros 8-7. So Texas and Seattle are both tied for second in the AL West. They're a game and a half behind Houston. As far as the wild card is concerned, Seattle right there as well. They're now tied with the Rangers for the third and final playoff spot. The Rays, of course, lead the wild card standings. They'll host the Angels today. Toronto is in New York, and the Red Sox continue their series in Texas. Mondays, they call them Tell the Truth Mondays. Around the Seattle Seahawks headquarters, and after flying high, after beating Detroit in Detroit, Pete Carroll studied the film, and he told the press Geno Smith played really good.
I thought Geno played great. I thought Geno played exactly like he's been playing, like we counted on him coming out of last season, as he has been throughout camp. I don't think he got off to a great start in the first game, but he was everything that we want him to be. I thought he made really good decisions to dirt the ball. Wish he could have got rid of the one on the monumental scramble and we get trapped down there inside the 5. But other than that, I thought he played a great football game. I mean, he had a really good game going, and then we go into OT, and he takes us right down the field. It was just a classic drive, beautiful execution, timing was great, total confidence, didn't waver. We're talking about it, going into OT, we're kind of laughing about it, and then here comes our chance on the sidelines. It was very, very much in the moment, and I hope we just take a next step, come back this next week and get a good solid game again, and he'll start stacking them.
Seahawks will play host to the Carolina Panthers on Sunday afternoon, 1:05 CBS at Lumen Field. The Panthers, by the way, lost to the Saints last night in Monday Night Football. They had 2 Monday Night Football games for reasons I don't know. The local sports. There was some rare Monday high school varsity prep sports. Doesn't happen too often, but it did happen yesterday, specifically on the volleyball court. Antioch swept 3 from Cascade Christian. Pateris beat Bridgeport. That's what happened. Here's what's happening today. In volleyball, the smaller schools is Pateris heading to Moses Lake Christian at 6:15. 6:30, you got Okanagan and Oroville. Lake Roseville host Tonasket. Manson's at Liberty Bell, and Brewster will host Bridgeport. Larger schools in volleyball at 6:30. You got Cashmere hosting Ephrata, Cascades at Zilla, Quincy's at Mabson. The 7 o'clock matches have Eastmont at Eisenhower. Sunnyside's at Moses Lake. Wenatchee will be hosting West Valley. We'll have that right here on the NCWLIFE channel. Sebastian Moraga with the call and they'll get going at 7 o'clock tonight. Prep girls soccer today. Pateras visits Liberty Bell at 4:30. Manson will host Bridgeport. Lake Roosevelt is at Oroville. And Tenasket takes on Brewster. And the larger schools at 4 o'clock. They're playing as we speak. Cashmere's on the road at Ellensburg. Okanagan will host Chelan. Cascades at East Valley. There are 2 matches at 6 o'clock tonight. Ephrata visits Othello. Zilla takes on Cascade. Big 9 soccer, all under the lights, all at 7 o'clock. It's Eastmont and Eisenhower. Wenatchee visiting West Valley. And Moses Lake is at Sunnyside. And that, my friends, is sports. On the next edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, they have a brand new home, but the need continues. I'm talking about the Hope Care Clinic, and they're having a big wing ding, Ginny, on the 24th.
Yes, if you could join us Sunday, September 24th at Calvary Crossroads Church. This is our annual fundraiser. This is what keeps us up and running and serving our community here in Wenatchee Valley.
It's been a 5-6 year success story. You can be a part of it. Ginny will talk about it on the next Wake Up Wenatchee Valley.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at NCWLIFE.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@NCWLIFE.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great night.
Hi, this is Eric Grandstrom, the NCWLIFE Channel Sports Director. While the teams are working hard, we're working hard to bring you 20 broadcasts this fall.
Over the middle, the ball is caught, and just like that, gets through everybody.
It's Eastmont.
To the end zone. Touchdown, Eastmont.
It's Wenatchee.
10-5. Touchdown.
Even Cashmere.
Killed by Nell. It's in. Good maneuver. Red footer. Go, 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 go.
Right here on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE Channel.
Hello, television family. Grab your cup of coffee each weekday morning and join me. I'm Dan Kuntz, the host of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. It's Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. It's everything you need to start your day. We're live and we're local at 7 a.m. every weekday on the NCWLIFE channel.